everybody. Yay! Grab a cup of whatever it is you're drinking today, and we're going to get into some readings. First, though, I want to let you know, besides Mango, Mulan, and everybody screaming in the house, that's enough, kid. We're going to, and some of you sooner than later, because we're 5 hours difference from the UK and around the world. We're a little bit different times, even on our East Coast and West Coast. But the moon tonight is the full sturgeon moon. And what it represents is the new coming into your life. It's all about the harvest and starting to begin to see what you've been trying to manifest come into fruition. So tonight's a very special night. Make sure you have all your rocks, your gems, your crystals out under that beautiful moon. And it was crazy last night because it was just shy of being a full moon, but it was a bright orange, which I haven't seen in a long time. So it's kind of cool. So it's giving off a lot of great energy. So you want to make sure you get out there, even if you can go out yourself and just sit with it for a couple minutes and let that energy come and help keep you motivated in the days ahead. So it's a great moon to be doing that in today, and that's the sturgeon moon. It's also telling us that we're really, really close to fall, which I'm really not quite sure how summer breezed past. I know some of you guys all had really super hot weather, and up here where I'm at, it's been cool weather, weird weather, and a lot of storms, but not a lot of rain. So we've had a lot of thunder and lightning, little tiny bits of rain here and there, but nothing to really help the drought, right? So that's what it is about tonight. You want to get out there and you want to just kind of sit in the glory of Grandmother Moon tonight. Okay, get the cards out, and the deck is ready to go. And let's see. Let me say hi to everybody. Invisible Artist. Well, thanks for that super sticker. I hope you're well tonight as well. And yeah, Margaret, you can have a card. Let me do you. I'm doing fine, Cindy. How are you? I'm gonna go down a little bit farther here. Ooh. Hi, Gavin. I see Gavin's here. Okay, I'll just give you one first, Margaret, and then we'll get on to the rest. All right, let's see what we got today. Mango, you're quite activated today. What's going on with you? He wants out of his cage. That's what he wants. Ain't happening, kid. Ain't happening. All right, one more shuffle here. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And yes, I have the window open. It's very pleasant today to have the window open. I woke up, my furnace kicked on again this morning because it got down to about 56 degrees last night, which is a little cold. And that's literally what I have my furnace set to, so it was colder in the house. So yeah, a little chilly today. All right, your card today is the Winged Ones. Okay, the Winged Ones bring about that divine energy and the spirit family that we have in the other side after we pass. They're connected to us. It's the divine energy. And for you today, what it is talking about is just like what I was talking about a minute ago with the sturgeon moon. You have a lot of blessings coming in. You have a lot of cool opportunities right now going on. And a lot of it has to do with stuff that you've been preparing for a long time. And now it's coming in and you can sit back a little bit and rest easy. I hear you, Mango. So does everybody else, dude. Shh. Be quiet. Sorry about that. He's piercing today. But anyway, getting back to you, everything is coming into fruition. Things that you've worked for, really hard for, trying to get out there, kind of trying to add to your life about good things. And now is the time to sit and relish in that, right? And the Winged Ones are telling you they will continue to hear everything that your wishes, your desires, your blessings, and thanking them for the assistance that they've been giving you. They're always around you. So remember that. And also they're saying kind of like you've opened up things that you might have in the past not wanted to be willing to step forward into. And you're learning it's not as bad as what sometimes we think as humans, right? And obviously Mango's agreeing. And it's about being out there a little bit more, and you're venturing out into things, but it's also getting positive responses back for you. So that's your card today, Margaret, and it is the winged ones, okay? All right, so I'm going to go down. Let's see who else is here. Sure, Cindy. I haven't given you a card in a while, have I? Here, let me go down a little bit more. Hi, Kay. You're just all that in a bag of chips today. I would let him out, but Phoenix is out somewhere. I don't know where, but he is out. So I can't let you out, bud. All right. Oh, you're just going to be persistent today. Yep, you is. I don't want any fighting today. All right, so Cindy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh. So today, your card is the otter, okay? Otters bring a lot of different things to the table. They're very family orientated. They're very friend family. You know, they like to play, they interact. And then sometimes they have to be reminded seriousness to get working, right? So it's all about the balance in your life and trying new things. And this has all been coming up, and you've been doing a lot of different things, and you've had a lot of change. And it's about taking that moment just for yourself, right? No one else, just to share it with yourself and enjoy that moon energy, because that's what I'm also getting in. And it's kind of like to rejuvenate you or recharge you up. And the otter is wanting to play. It's still wanting to play. And so whatever you're doing, you're on the right track of doing everything, and you're making yourself happy. You're bringing joy to your life. And that also has been kind of growing and just in what you're being adventurous about. Whereas a number of years ago, you probably wouldn't have even really thought about it or thought that you could and get pushed out that door. So you've already pushed out that door, and now you continue to walk through that. Just remember, sometimes we got to be a little more serious, and sometimes we got a little bit of play. But for now, take that energy for yourself just to be in that moment. Okay, so that's your card today, and it's the otter. Woo! Is he still in his cage? Yes. I'm going to go lock him and then let Mango out. So you guys got to hang on for a second. I know, I'm pulling a Sean, right? I'm pulling a Sean. Yep, I'm pulling a Sean. Aren't I? Huh? I'm pulling a Sean. Hang on, guys. I don't want Mango getting on top of toddler's cage. Let's see. Fun of live streaming, right? Okay. Here you go, Mango. Come on out. I know you want out, so come on out. There you go, bud. You see, I got my Boone shirt on today. I miss him still. He was my pup. He's been gone since 2019. I can't believe it. So, hi, Kay. How are you? There's Gavin. I'll go down the list here, as Sean would say. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Jeanette. Yeah, sure. Hi, Ruth. Ta-da! Hi, Ruth. Oh. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm really happy for you, Margaret. That's absolutely awesome. Yeah, Tammy, I'm going to go back up a little to the top, guys, here, because I missed a bunch of people for some word. Hi, Presh. Yep, I'll give you one before I go, Presh. Hang on. Oh, we're going to go. Yep. I got you. Hi, Kaz. How are you? Kaz, I'll get you next, okay? Right after Tammy. Now Mango's happy because he's out there tearing up old paper from old mail. He makes these little tiny shreds. Oh, don't you dare, you little knucklehead. He makes these little tiny strips. This is what he does. He's faster than a pair of scissors, I can tell you. He's a little crazy sometimes. All right, Tammy, hang on. Let me get you a card. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, this is good. This is awesome. Maybe this is what it's going to be about today, is all the blessings that we get, right? So the blessing card today for you, your card is white sage. Okay, so white sage is all about cleansing and clearing and thanking and cleansing. and renewing. Okay, if you ever have a lot of stuff around you, folks, where you're not really feeling clear, go through do some white sage and cleanse the house. Burn it, leave a window open, and push all that energy out. I guarantee you, you'll feel something different, and it'll ease up. And this is what I'm seeing for you right now, Miss Tammy. Oh, and he's coming after the card, so I got to hold him. Okay, so whatever's going on with you, it's like you're kind of in this up and down balance. Like they're showing me like 1 minute you're a little bit down, a little bit offset, and then the other minute it kind of goes to the other side. So it's kind of sort of like that teeter-totter, but you're not feeling like you're achieving a true balance for yourself. And so what white sage does is, like I said, this is bringing through blessings, but it's also cleansing. And right now I'm seeing that you kind of sort of need to cleanse your sacred circle, which is everybody, everything, every event that you hold really special and you hold in this inner circle. That's what I call your sacred circle. And it's time to go in and kind of review and kind of take some things out that maybe you haven't been interacting for a while. Doesn't mean that you have to be mean if it's people. It doesn't matter. Just free up some of that space for yourself. Today is about self for some reason, and probably because this gorgeous moon is going to be lit up in the sky pretty soon. You want to take advantage of that energy, clear away the negatives, and put things on the other side so they don't interfere with you, but they also allow more room for new things to come in. It's like there's all these obstacles kind of being set up, and you'll get part of something and it'll start, but then the obstacles are breaking it. So again, it's people that maybe you aren't really like you used to be with, or they've been busy with other stuff. You can literally pick them up and put them on the outside. You're in control. You're the gatekeeper. Doesn't mean you like them any less. Doesn't mean you love them any less, but it just means right now it's not your priority. So you want to keep things in that sacred circle that kind of give you power. So it helps you stand in your own power, right? And white sage is actually been scientifically proven that it cleans negatives. It cleans the space out. Every time I do it, when my kids come home, my daughter, first thing she enters in the house, she's like, oh, you saged the house, because it feels good. It changes the energy up in the house. All right. So that's what it's got going on for you today. It's about clearing out the old to allow space for the new to come in, clearing out that space so that you'll feel a little more balanced, and it won't be, and I'm not saying you're struggling, but there's off days, right? So there's days that you're going and everything seems fairly balanced or routine anyway, and then all of a sudden it dips a little bit. So that's what you need to do, kind of reclaim your power and clean out your sacred space. Okay, Tammy? Hope that resonates for you, and there you go. All right, Ms. Kaz. How is Miss Kaz? I hope you're good today. Let me shuffle these cards up to see what is going on for you today. Oh, Mango's been doing this thing lately. You can hear the I don't know, I think you can hear him. The parakeets are making a lot of noise back there by him. And he and Pip, actually, I could let Pip out too, I guess. He and Pip go over and they actually keep the parakeets company. And the parakeets have actually gotten much livelier, I guess would be a way to put it, since my son-in-law brought him into my room. She's there. Him and Taylor said, "Oh, you know, Mom, you shouldn't leave these guys in the other room. They need to be with the other birds." And they were right. So now they go against and yell at each other and talk at each other like Lucy and Ricky from Ricky Ricardo back from the Honeymooners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Not the Honeymooners. It was I Love Lucy. That's for all us old people. Some of you younger people won't know who that is. Shame. You should look them up. All right. Here your card is today. It's the emu. Okay. Just look at those eyes. Look at those eyes, Kaz, as they're staring at you. They get that close to you and they're staring at you, back up 10 feet because they spit and they will nail you. They're like llamas and they will jump on you. If they get a wild feather up their rear end, man, they'll chase you. I've had them chase me down fence lines where our horses used to be because the neighbor had a couple of them. Crazy birds. But the emu is all about power. It's all about strength, that no matter how you look, you're the kind of person that'll just stand there and you can shoot that look out and people know, don't mess with me right now. Don't have time for this right now. You need to be very cautious when you approach. This is where you're at right now, but you need to put that signal out, because I feel like, okay, this is spirit saying that, not me. It's like people and situations that are happening right now, it's kind of like they're stuck on stupid, that they just can't do it on their own, right? So they keep coming to you and coming to you and coming to you. And it gets old after a while, right? So this is why they need the look. They need the look because you can't fix everything. I know we like to, especially with our kids, we like to fix it because we're a parent. We love our kids. However, it doesn't help them because we're enabling them, so they don't know how to push through these things on their own. We can be there to listen to friends, family, whatever, but we can't fix everything, because if we wind up doing that, that's how they learn they fix things, right? They fix things by going to you or people like us that fix things, okay? Can't enable them to do that. You kind of have to set your boundaries up, and you got to give them the look, okay? Got to give them that look. And they make no noise. They silently creep up, and they just look at you and give you this look. Okay, so emus are also famous for sticking their heads. You'll see cartoons, they put their heads to the ground. This is another thing they're saying. Just because you don't want to show whoever it is your boundaries, okay, so that they are able to go out and figure things out on themselves, sometimes you just look away because you don't want to see them, but you have to know it's your power to do so. I think that's one of the hardest things as adults, especially fixers. It's been a lifetime lesson for me, but we can't fix everything. We're not meant to fix everything. Obviously, I mean, I look at my life over the past few years, and yeah, I can't fix that. So what would give me the idea I could help other people before I help myself? So this is what you need to do. And you need to take your power, and you need to put your boundaries up, and you need to look them square in the face and give them the look of the emu. All right. I love you, cats. Hope everything's good with you, and I hope that resonated for you. All right. Hi, Chloe. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Thank you. Happy full moon. Ta-da. How's Ruthie doing today? I hope Ruthie's doing good. Yeah, I'll give you a card today. I think it's actually from the moon. I was watching last night because yesterday, for all day actually, yesterday, I was in a place where I couldn't move. I couldn't stand up. I couldn't sit up. And it was really difficult to walk because every part that I had fixed on my spine is great, but the place below it isn't, because everything above it is spaced the way it's supposed to be. So something I did or how I moved or whatever, I could not. So I'm very grateful today because I did manage to get out under that moon last night, and I got a little bit of that energy. And I actually feel kind of off the charts today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So, Chloe, your card today is the desert wolf or the coyote. Okay. Now, what I'm hearing about that for you is the fact, okay, first of all, you need to know something about the coyote, and that's a desert wolf. They represent in a number of cultures and a number of the native clans and tribes. They represent the South, which also represents feminine energy. Okay. So what I'm seeing today is for you. Okay, so I'm looking at you and you've got a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on. You can't really stop for a couple seconds because your head's just kind of pivoting around. Oh, I got to take care of this. I got to do that. Oh, yeah, I got to do that. Oh, don't forget that. That's kind of what the energy is giving me today. And it's all about, the words they're using is pampering. Okay, they want you to pamper yourself a little bit. And yeah, coyotes usually move in packs, right? So they're looking at the way they're showing me, it's the pack is kind of getting too close where you can't do what you need to do for you. So this is kind of, maybe this is what's going to be today about is boundaries. Okay, so today you're going to have to start setting people back a little bit and saying, okay, I can help with that, or I can, yeah, I can get to that, but not right this second. And it's like, okay, so they're showing me out this pack, and yeah, okay, so when the coyotes are out and they're hunting for food, they hunt as a pack, okay, and they yip. And if you've ever been in the world or in the woods or the forest, sometimes you can hear them and they'll yip. They call to each other, and that what it's doing is they're tracking their prey, okay, their food, and that's how they get hold of each other. And it's like from far away until they get close. So what's been going on with you is people have been calling, you know, not literally on the phone, but calling to you, calling to your energy, whatever, and kind of just going back and forth with that till they get so close it's almost smothering. Okay, so you have to also make a little bit of time for yourself. You have to change your routine. What is the biggest thing people always say? I don't have time, right? I don't have time. I don't have time. Well, you know what? You do have time. You just got to make that time. And you've got to make a place for it in your life so that you can have other positives come into your life. If you're a person, and I'm not saying this is you, Chloe, but I'm using this as an example. If you're a person that can sit there and put out just negative, okay? I had somebody go, I just don't know how much more I can take. Saw it up on one social media, right? I just don't know. And they've been through a lot of stuff, right? I just don't know how much I can take. Well, if you put that out to the universe, they're just going to keep pounding on you. Well, okay, well, you don't know. Let's see if we can handle this. Let's see if we can handle that. So this is what's going on. You need to take care of yourself. You need to be in charge. It doesn't matter how many, if you have kids, it doesn't matter. If you have parents that are around, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you've got a spouse. You have to make time for yourself that you can care for the ones you want to, that are in your sacred space, your sacred circle, in a manner that's good for both of you. Also being told really loud that some of these people, and they are people, they're showing me people in your circumference, I guess would be a way to put it, are, okay, I just had a grandmother energy pop in. Yep. And yeah, this would be mom's mom. Okay, maybe that's why he's so wound up today. And my camera's all blurry because I've got spirit in behind me, in between me, I should say. Okay, so Chloe, whatever this is like, this would be your grandmother, and I think it's on your mom's side, so the maternal grandmother. And she's like, you need to take better care of yourself, and you need to rule the roost. And you can't take excuses. So there's some people, whether it's family or what, that's around you, and it's like every time they look at you, you do something for them. Every time they appear in your life, you're doing things for them, but nobody's doing back for you. So you got to make sure that you can move that forward so that you're in more of a controlled situation. If they don't do for you ever, you shouldn't be asking for it. People, if they're your friends and family and you're close with them, they should be able to read you and say, oh, you know, maybe Chloe needs some help today, or oh, maybe I could help Chloe out, or oh, Chloe, how are you feeling today? Okay. And this grandmother energy is around you. And I feel like she was a boss. Yeah, no, Pip. I feel like she was a boss in life. And she kind of, and this is what she says, she's like kind of ruled the roost, you know, no BS got away from seeing this got clear. So this is what she's trying to say. It's like nobody messed with her, okay, because they knew when they shouldn't be doing or asking for what was going on at the time. And this is what you need to do. You need to be a little stronger. You need to be the boss of some of these people that are around you to give you enough space just for you. Okay, so Chloe, that is your card today, and it is the Desert Wolf. I hope that resonates for you. You know, we all need time, right? We all need time to do different things. Hi, Jessica. Sure. Hi, Ray Palmer. How are you? Hi, Jasmine. How are you? Yeah, I'll get to you guys right after I do Jeanette. Hi, Jeanette. Let's see what I can get for you today. Oh, look at what I did. Ooh, what did I do? I mixed them up backwards. Maybe, maybe, baby. There you go. All right. All right, let me get these deck shuffled a little bit here. And Pip is now in Mango's cage, and Mango's in his coconut. And she's like, why'd you go hide? He hides because the diva is so brass. She actually grabbed him by his wing last month and shook him. She doesn't like him much, but boy, does she love to intimidate him. All right, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh, talking about these earlier. Yes, I was. And this is from the Crystal Keepers. Okay. So what the Crystal Keepers bring in, whether you collect crystals or not, what they bring in is a lifelong tap to knowledge. Okay. Yep. Okay, so when they show up in our world, or sometimes we'll ask, or sometimes like me, I work with crystals. I have crystals all over the place in my desk and in the window and in the rest of my house. Ruth can tell you all about that. I've got them everywhere, and they're very strong. And if they get neglected, they'll yell because they each have little personalities. And I know to some people that might sound crazy, but what they do is they download to us knowledge, okay? Or they have the knowledge that we need to grow as a human, to grow our soul with, right? They're literally in everything. And I don't know if everybody understands the fact that our cell phones, our TVs, our computers, they all have crystals in them. That's how they conduct energy, and that's how things work. And they coexist with our lives, and they're also attached to the great Mother Earth, okay, because that's where they come from. So they all have different purposes. What I'm seeing with you though is like they're calling almost, this is really odd, but they're calling a group of people a collection. They're very eclectic, they're very different and unique, and everyone has stuff to offer. And they're showing me this, but it's like this is what's being downloaded. And I know that sounds crazy too, but it is. That's what happens when you take a crystal, and this is an actual, this is a growth. Okay, so they chip them off on the bottom wherever they mine them. Okay, and this is actually a lemon quartz, which is absolutely stunning. I can look at it and twist it certain ways where you can see the growth patterns in it, crystals and what have you. And this one's actually got like a dragon in it, and there's actual angel wings. I don't know if I can get it to show you or not. Yeah, no, it won't do it. But what it is for you right now is an empowering time. By empowering, I mean, this is what you need right now. The energy that's out here right now is very important for you, because there's things going on that are actually kind of draining a little bit. So not only will the Crystal Keepers assist you with energy, but they're going to help protect what you don't want around you. And again, I keep getting this, like, they're saying a collection of people. And some of them in the collection, and by collection, I mean like people you've picked up that you've known over the years or over the month or whatever, picked up some people. By picking them up, it means you've gotten to know them a little bit, but they're not really productive. So they're kind of like a collection. Okay, you just kind of sit there and they kind of collect dust. Okay, so you need to go through again, and this is probably what it's about again, is your spirit circle, everything that you hold dear and close to you. And you kind of need to you're doing this, you got to kind of swipe some stuff clean. And it's like a lot of them you haven't even dusted off. You haven't even contacted these people that you put in your circle, or even the events and things that have arisen that you've been kind of holding on to. And they're like, let it go. Just clean it out and let it go. It's not being cruel. It's not being mean. But you need to clean it out so that the proper people, the proper events, the proper situations, the proper energies come in for you so that you can move forward and grow your soul. That's why we're here. We're here to grow and learn from the human. And sometimes it's not great, but this is all about making room, understanding that part of our past doesn't need to be dragged forward, that we don't need to hold on to certain things or people. It doesn't mean we're wishing them bad. It's not meaning we're going to ever forget, but you don't have to keep hauling it forward. Okay. And so they're literally saying, charge yourself up. It's kind of like a recharge time. And you'll have everything you need energetically to do this and move forward. And then there's going to be new opportunities coming in. You know, who doesn't want good opportunities, new opportunities coming in? I know I love them. So that's your card, Jeanette, and I hope it resonates with you. And thank you so much for coming in today. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. What's this? Jasmine. Okay, well, here's the deal. Okay, I can't tell you, and Spirit by rights will not tell you if you're going to do something. It's all about free choice. I'll be happy to pull a card for you, but we do the work. It's not, oh, what do you say? It's not there's no easy button. It's kind of like saying, oh, could I have the lottery numbers? Man, if I could get the lottery numbers and utilize them, I'd help everybody out. I'd be a zillionaire. But that's not how things work. What people don't get is when Spirit comes in and we ask for assistance, you put it out there yourself of what it is that you need assistance with, and they'll come in and they'll help you to do what you want. So I don't know if you're going to get that job in France. Do you really want that job in France? If you're doing an internship now, are you going to get things that are going to come in for you that might be really productive and might be really good for you to come in through your internship? Of course, because it's not done. So your thing is you need to make room for whatever the possibilities are and put out there, not am I going to get a job, put out there, I want the best job that I can get for myself, and then be precise of what it is you want. But I will pull you a card. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so you got the red fox. Okay, fox are great animals. Okay, okay, yep. Okay, so what I'm being told to tell you, don't shoot the messenger, is patience. You need to have patience. You need to watch at the whole picture. So when fox come out and they're hunting, right, either to feed their kits in the den, they've had, a brood that they've got there, and they go to a place and they watch. They can stay there for hours and hours and watch to learn when vulnerable times are for whatever it is. Okay. My fox that used to come into my other house that I had, we had 180 ducks. 180 ducks. And this fox, who had a den of kits back on my 10 acres, would sit up the top of the knoll by the creek and would sit and just watch. Hardly ever move. Watch for when the most opportune time was to move. Okay, so this is what fox is bringing in for you because they have patience. Okay, and as they have patience, they watch everything and they learn. And by doing so, new opportunity presents. And this is where you're at. If you're doing an internship here, you need to have patience and focus on what you're there for, and then watch. And as you watch, new opportunities will come up for you, but it's your choice as to which opportunity you want to move forward with. Do you want this one? Do you want that one? Or, oh, maybe I could do that one. And then you sort through it. But that's what your card is all about today. It's about patience of being where you are now, not jumping ahead of yourself, because you still have things to learn from where you are now to where you go next. Okay, so that's your card, and it's a red fox, and it brings patience to you. Thanks for popping in, Jasmine. I appreciate you, and I hope that resonates. Woo! Julie, how are you? I hope you're well. La la la. Kathy Littlewood, hi, how are you? Okay, yep, I saw that one already. Hi, Kay. Hi, Ruth. Oh, thanks, Ruth. That's a good thing. Yeah, let them know they need to do that. Hey, Deja, how are you? Oh, and hi, Michelle Hartland. You're from Devon, England. Ooh, that's cool. All right, Deja, how are you today? I hope you're well. Let me kind of get these things in order here and shuffle them up for you a little bit. Let's see. Pip, are you keeping him in charge or in check over there? She's got him cornered on a perch. I don't know about you, Pip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, this is always a good card. I love this card. Ruth loves this card. This card for you today is the Great Horned Owl. Okay, I don't know if any of you have seen these in real life at a zoo or wherever you're living at, but they're awesome. I had a pair, and their babies would come back the following year and the following year, and so on through the generations. And they used to run my creek, right? They'd get out there and they'd hunt and scavenge, especially at night. And the thing about owls is the way they look. Okay, they first of all, they're one of the rare birds that actually have their eyes in the front of their head. See, so they're not actually on the side of their head; they're in the front. But they can take their head and move it completely to the back on the right, not go all the way around, but go all the way to the back, come back to the front, and turn all the way around to that half point again in the back. This enables them to get a view of the bigger picture, okay? And they also see very, very well in the dark. Now, for you, and I'm not sure if, yeah, no, this is what this is. It's almost like you're more active at nighttime. With things that you do, or even visions, if you're getting visions. So it's like maybe you could be empathic, but it's like you're getting where dreams are at that in-between place. Those are visions, and this is what I keep going to see. They keep showing me. They literally talk to you in that in-between stage, right? In between being awake and really deep REM. So you're in that in-between, and they're giving you information for whatever it is that you've got currently going on. But this is your active time, right? So I'm also being told, because this is also something they do, is when you have a bright night sky like we will today, yeah, and maybe even where you live. I'm not sure where you live, but it could be even going on now at some places. But what they do is they use that moonlight as energy and light to see. They see very, very well in the dark. And this is what I'm being shown. You need to kind of shine light, and they're using moonlight as the example, and they're showing me that it's all over on the outside by so that you can see things in a clearer manner. And this is really what it's like. Come out of the dark. You need to use what you have to be able to see very clearly. And it's almost like you're doing it so quickly that you're not finding the answers and things that you need to for whatever situation this is going on. So they're just saying, take a breath and use that night vision to kind of take a step back and watch everything so you get a full picture on how you need to move forward. Also, there's something interacting with an event, or they keep saying a job. Now, this, by saying a job, it could actually mean like one that you financially go to and work for. Or, and this is kind of more what I'm seeing, it's a job. It's something you've kind of self-appointed yourself you need to do. So, and those can be called jobs as well. And it's like, whatever it is, just make sure before you step fully into it to make that move forward, you know everything there is to know about it. You need the full clear picture, not by asking others, but by watching and observing around, so that you can do the precise spot that you need to enter into whatever this is. So that's your card today, and I hope it resonates for you. And it's the Great Horned Owl. They are amazing, and like I said, with the moon that's going to be tonight, y'all need to take some big steps and enjoy it. Okay. So Deja, I hope that resonates for you, and thanks for popping in today. All right, let me go down. You're welcome, Tammy. That's fine, you know, that's fine. Whatever it is, you know, you need to do what's going to work for you. And I think there'll be quite a bit coming in, more like in the later part of August. So that should be good. It should be good. I'm doing okay with the heat here. I don't know about if that was who you were asking about, but yeah, you know, heat's been, like I said, the furnace kicked on the other night. So Actually, I get more of the smoke from the fire up in Canada. Whew. All right. Let's see. La, 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 la. Going down. Hang on, guys. Yeah, you know, Kaz, emos are cool. You just have to make friends with them really quick. Because if you don't, they don't wait. They'll like, hey, da, 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 you know. Hello, how are you? Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you for saying hi. Ooh. Sometimes I wonder, yeah. I'm old as well. I'm getting there. Okay. Let's see. Going down a little bit more. Oh. Oh, Mr. Sharp here. Robert Sharp here. Okay, hang on. I got to go back down here. Hi, JB. How are you? You can. Sorry, I'm just reading everybody here. Hi, Sally. How are you? Yeah, I can do a reading for you too. Let me do JB first, okay? All right. It is so crazy today. Like I said, Ruth, you remember Booney, and that's who I got on today. My pup, my big pup, my Australian cattle dog, 19 years old. 19 years I had him. I miss him a lot. But he comes when I need him. He shows up. So, yeah, animals do come back. They are spirit form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, JB. Oh, well, these are actually really kind of cool. That's why I changed them up a little bit in this deck. This is the frog. I've actually been seeing a lot of people posting about frogs when they're out walking through the woods or by the water or whatever. So frog. Frog is a really cool creature. They're amphibious, so they can go on land and they can go in water. They're kind of both. And part of the frog, what they bring in is cycles. They talk about cycles. So you see the eggs being laid, then they hatch out and they're little tadpoles, and then they go a little farther and they sprout out legs but still have the tail, and then they go a little bit farther and then they lose the tail and they become the frog. And it's a cycle, right? And they're also about renewal and kind of going through with you. Okay, yep, no, I'm sorry, I'm listening to them. They're also about renewal and like washing away the negatives, like whether it's out in a rainstorm or a gentle rain or a shower or a tub bath. It's about getting into the river, right? Or getting into a lake. It's about cleaning off stuff that is kind of stuck to you. Okay, so what I'm seeing right now is you've been going through the same cycle, because they're showing me the circle, like the circle of the frog's life. And it's like you've gone through it and gone through it, where many changes have occurred with you. And now you're at the beginning of a new cycle. So what I'm being shown is that you need to focus some intent on what you want to manifest in this cycle, this next cycle that you're coming into. because you're at the beginning stages. So this is the time to plant like the seeds out into the universe, the thoughts, the needs, the wants, the desires, whatever it is that you want to help manifest, to put it out to the universe right now. And that's where it is. You're at the beginning of this cycle that's coming in, which kind of makes sense too with the full moon, right? So it's very powerful for you right now with the full moon that's coming in tonight, that moon energy, and the cycle where you're beginning. This is about switching it up, though, a little bit, because a lot of times you're missing the opportunity, like when you get to the beginning again, probably because you're not quite aware that it's switching or changing. But they're saying it's definitely, you're going into this change, whatever it is. So make sure that you spend some thoughtful time with how you want, however this cycle goes through for you. Sometimes it goes through for 4 months. Sometimes it's a whole year. Sometimes people base it on their birthdays. But you need to be really thoughtful about what you want to have happen to you over the next at least few months, right? So put out there, concentrate. You don't have to tell other people, you know, nothing's too silly. It's between you and the universe or creator God or whoever, right? But it's got to make that intent. So, you know, it's kind of like somebody would say, oh, you know, by the end of the year, I want to have a new car. Okay. Don't know how I'm going to get it, but I need a new car. So you put that out there and then you work on it. You work on what it is you need to be able to get that car, right? So this is kind of where you're at. Whatever it is you want in your life coming up, you need to kind of really be thoughtful for it and put it in there so that you can, excuse me, hiccups, work towards it and manifest it. And again, there's nothing really stupid. I mean, you can be silly and say something silly, but you know, when you really look at yourself, it's a serious matter. Like, do I want to go through the same cycle again? Do I want to change things up? What do I need to do to make this happen? Okay. So this is where you're at right now. And like I said, it's a very crucial point, but it's cool, but you just have to make put those seeds of thought there so that it is actually working towards something for yourself. Okay, so that is your card today, JB, and I hope it resonates for you. Thanks for popping on today. All right. Hi, Sally Anna. Hi, Sally Anna, Pollyanna. Sally Ann Jones, how are you? I'm sorry, my mouth is running faster than my mind is today. Ray Palmer right here, right now. No, I don't charge for these. I pop on. You can get a private reading. If Ruthie's still here, she'll put it in the link somewhere. You can go to bearmedicinewalker.com and go under sessions, and you can book a half hour or an hour with me. But I come on, and this is my way of giving back. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, this is actually... we actually have them up by where I live. People didn't believe it for a long time, and I used to see them because they have like a 100-mile radius that they travel in, which is cool. It's the cougar, okay? The mountain lion, the cougar. They're very elusive. They're very kind of alone. They don't really travel with other ones unless it's their cubs that they have when they're old enough to take them out. And show them their world and how to do different things. But they're very elusive. They're very calm. They're very quiet. They kind of step back and blend into nature. So it's not often that you get to see them. The only reason I've seen them is because I was traveling on back roads, and this has been probably about 8 years now. And I went down, it was in the winter, so it stood out on the road and the snow. So what this says, what does it say for me, Bear? Get back to the point. Okay, so this is about where you're positioning yourself with people that are around you right now. I was going to say it's a situation, but no, they're more saying it's the people. You're kind of trying to be more elusive. You're kind of trying to step back and kind of push people out of your space for a while. And there's nothing wrong with doing that at all. Matter of fact, I think everybody should do it at some point or another just to give themselves a break. And this is what I feel. It's like you're pushing them because you feel like you can't trust them. or trust a situation with them. So you just kind of like walking around to kind of measure it, right? To get your feeling about it, to kind of test the waters, as some people say sometimes, because you're not quite sure. And I feel these are also possibly new people. I feel like there's two. It's about two for some reason. About two people, but it's like you're not really sure about it yet, and that's fine. You don't have to be positive. You don't have to jump in. If you don't want to deal with it, or you're not interested in dealing with it, just push it away. But be elusive and just step back to watch. If you're looking for an answer, it's almost like once you do that, people are going to even forget that you were there watching, or that you are kind of watching from afar. And that'll be only to your benefit. So whatever this is, it's about being elusive but smart, getting the whole story for yourself. And then, you get down the road and you figure it out. It's either something you want to do or something you don't want to do. Then you have everything you need. But this is what I'm being told for you now, is be cautious and be elusive and blend in and watch. So then the choice will come up and you'll know what you're going to do. And that's your card today, Sally. It is the Cougar. Okay, let me go down here. Ray, if you want a card, put it down there. I don't know if you want one. I got to have permission to be able to do it for you. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Okay, what are you saying here? Hard to step back. Yeah, I know. Oh, there you go. See, you know what? I'm going to tell you something, Chloe. This is because she was like really large in charge when she came. Go down to the cemetery and sit with her and talk to her, and just be with her, and carve out that time, right? And it is hard to step back, but even if it's for a little bit each day, even if you carve out that small piece of your day, you need to be more hands-on down. I need this space. But go talk to Grandma, because I think she's got a lot more to say. A lot more to say. Woo, okay. All right. Well, thanks for popping in, Ray. I appreciate it. Hi, Lito. How are you? Thank you. Woo, going down a little bit more. Thanks, Cindy. Did I refresh? Yeah, I think I did. Okay. Hi, Charla. How are you today? I hope you're well. La, 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 la. Going down the list. Hi, Christy. How are you? Debbie Hines. How are you? Yeah, I'll pull a card for you. Hang on. Sue Baloo. Yeah, I'll give you a card. No problem. Hi, Cassie Brown. Ooh, let's see what I have for Debbie Hines. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while. Although that's probably my fault, because I don't get on social media a whole lot. Or at least the past couple years I haven't. So, all right, let's see what we got going for you, Debbie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, you got my birth totem. You got the snow goose. Okay. All right. Snow goose, our boss. It's actually my sign in the medicine wheel. That's when I was born. And it fits totally with me, because this is how they come out. They come out no nonsense. They teach you what they know. Once they've taught it, you got it. Have a great life. And that doesn't mean they're kicking them out, but it means they need to go and do adulting 101, especially with the kids, right? So the snow goose for you. Oh, wow, this is really loud, Debbie. It's like move on, move forward. It's like whatever this is that's been going on with you, or it could it's kind of almost like an emotional place that they're showing me, but they're saying you need to move forward. It's time. You need to, yeah, they're like shoving the open door opens, they're shoving you out, and then they're pulling the door shut. So whatever this is, it's in your past. You need to not drag it forward. Doesn't mean you'll forget. Doesn't mean you don't care about it. Doesn't matter at all. But what matters is the fact that you're still dragging it forward instead of being in a place of fresh page, new page. Learned from this. Okay. Grew from this. Had this. Don't have it anymore. Okay. So they want you to move forward and take those steps. And it's like the only one that's holding you back right now is you. And I don't know if y'all seen or been around geese. It doesn't matter what kind of geese they are. If you get around them when they have their little ones, or if you get into their territory and they have a nest or whatever, they will attack. And you do not want to get on the bad side of geese. I have, this spring to summer, I have 128 geese that come and they line my shore all the way down 4 houses with on the lake, and they trust me. I can walk out and be 5 feet from them, and they trust me. Nobody will leave. They'll watch, but nobody will leave. And it's all about making that trust and doing that, okay? But people that come up here during the summer that are never here or only here for spots here and there during the summer, they take off and they fly, okay? So your card, being the snow goose, is stick to what you know, trust what you trust, because you know what you can trust and what you can't trust, and then take it and move forward. That's your card today, Debbie, and I hope it resonates with you. All right, let me go down. Hi, Sue. Sue, I like that last name. Sue Baloo. I will give you a card. I love that. La, 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 la. Uh-oh. Miley Cyrus is making noises in my head. Oh, I haven't heard that song in a long time. I don't want to know it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh, I haven't pulled this card in so long, Sue. It's the loon. Okay? Loons are magical. They're mysterious. They had their calls. We have one pair that we have on my lake. One pair. But they come back, or their babies, when they're grown, come back here. They come back to nest every year. They have the most gorgeous song, but it's haunting. It's mysterious, right? So whatever this is with you, well, this is kind of funny. They just showed me with song, and then they showed me the cobra dancing to the music, right? Okay, so let me listen a little bit more. Okay, yeah. Okay, so someone that's around you right now is trying to kind of enter your world, or enter your world. So in your daily stuff, or your family, or your workplace, whatever, this person is trying to thinking about entering into your circle. And you have to make the decision to put that call out, or to let them stay on the outside. But what I'm seeing is a snake, like a snake charmer, right? And the music is very melodious. And they don't want you to be fooled by the song, by the mystery, by the haunting mystery of the song. It's it's like the sirens, remember, or the mermaids, actually, or the banshees in folklore, right? They make these calls and they mesmerize people to come into whatever it is that they want them to join. This person is trying to get your attention by enticing you in some way. But it's up to you to decide whether you're going to listen to it or not, because it's your own call, it's your own voice that needs to respond. and you are a beautiful soul with a beautiful light inside. But I feel like the edges are, like they show me a piece of cloth where the edges are kind of frayed. So it's like you've been through a lot. You're not sure you want to do it again. You're not sure you want to put yourself out there again to do it. But this loon keeps calling, right? But you know that because you know how to do it. You know how to respond like a loon. So they're just telling you to pay attention and make sure whatever this is that you really want to step into it. Okay, because once you're stepped into it, you're committed to whatever this is. So be wary, but enjoy the journey, because you know there's nothing like listening to a loon sing on the lake, and that is your card today. And I hope that resonates for you, Sue. You know, so many times people try to pull us into their worlds. It can be really good. You know, it could be someone we want to have attention with, or sometimes it's people that they cover themselves with mystery and smoke. You know, smoke, so you can't really see who they are. And then all of a sudden the smoke clears and you're like, oh my God, how did I get here? Okay, so be very wary of things like that, Sue, and that's what's coming on right now for you. All right, let me go down the list. I hope that resonates for you, Sue, and thanks for popping on today. Woo! Woo! Michelle Stocks. Okay, yeah. Hang on. Yeah, I see you, Presh. I'll get to you next. I'm going down to the bottom. I'm fine, so I'm not going to quit right now. All right. Yeah, Michaela Stocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, see. Michaela. I was actually going to name my daughter that when she was born. And my, at the time, husband didn't want that name, but I love it. All right, so your card today are the coho salmon. Coho salmon have been in my face quite a bit over the recent week. I'm actually making a couple spirit walkers, and one of them happens to be the coho salmon. Coho salmon are all about returning for you, returning the journey. So they're going up the river to spawn and restart. So it's about renewal, it's about regenerations, it's about new beginnings and cleansing, like off with the old and with the new. And this is what I'm hearing you are going through. Like you went through like a spot, and now it's time for you to step out and sort of start a new chapter. And you go back to where it began, which is your foundation of who you are, okay? Your soul. You go back to that energy and you start again. This is for a new chapter. I feel like there was a big break. Like it was hard to get back to that river so you could start again, because it was like trauma. Some kind of an emotional turmoil or trauma. And now it's time to go back upstream so that you can get renewed. And you're almost there. You're almost to that point of starting fresh, starting new. So don't give up on that. Continue to move forward. And just remember how the salmon do it every year, year after year, just to keep that line going, that generational line going. So whatever it is with you, you're through all that old stuff, and now it's time for you to start over with a new chapter verse, they're saying, and just go with the flow. All right, so that is your card today, Michaela, and I thank you for being here, and I hope it resonates for you. I got the hiccups. Okay, Presh, I'm coming. All right, Miss Presh, hang on. Ooh, 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 ooh. JB. No. Oh, no, you're answering her. I got you. I was going to say, no. Yeah. That's cool. You had an owl. That's really cool. Ooh, yeah. They always don't put out, sometimes, Ruth can tell you, she's here. Sometimes we have things that are put in front of us, and it can be stuck on our forehead. If you ever remember when we were kids and I was in grade school and kids would get in trouble for doing something. This is grade school, and they put a sticky note on their head, and it would be like here, and it would be like a riddle, and they couldn't get out of the corner until they figured out what the riddle meant. Spirit comes across sometimes with images, with words, with events, and we have to pay attention to them and be alert to what's going on to understand them sometimes. Sometimes we're thinking about it and it doesn't hit us, and then 2 or 3 days down the road it's like, oh my god, why didn't I think of that? So yeah, it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, Miss Pratt, you have you have the praying mantis today, which is for you today. It's total female energy, and the female mantis, which they're bigger than the males. Like the males take care of the queens of their colony, I guess you would call them. But I'm also getting this, and this is really important too. I don't know if you can see him. Let's see if I can cloud his light. No, you can't really see him. This is a Buddha. It's quartz, so it's kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can do it against this. This shows up, but nope, still too bright. Okay, so I'm getting the Buddha with you, and I'm going to keep him in my right hand because that's where he wants to go. Okay, so the mantis for you is, why do I feel anxiety? I'm feeling like great kind of anxiety, the kind that just sticks here, and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what just happened? Oh my god, what just happened? And then I'm hearing the Buddha. Oh, look, you can see him. Ha! You can see him. There he is. See? He's Buddha. The Buddha is saying, no worries. Smile. Be happy. No worries. You need to take life in its entirety sometimes. And we go through certain things that are not pleasant. We meet people that are not pleasant. But then we have good times. We have joyful times. We meet people that blow our minds. You're so grateful to have these people in your life. I know I have many of them. And I'm thankful for them every day. So what I'm being told by Buddha through the praying mantises, yes, you're kind of like the one everybody goes to for stuff. But don't be pressured into doing things that you're not ready to do at the time they want them done. This is all about order. This is about, he's doing this with me, right? Like, take that deep breath in, Prash. Just take a deep breath and hold it. And then release it and let it go. Everything will turn out the way it is supposed to, in the correct time it's supposed to. In the meantime, take a breath and be happy. Rejoice with who you are as a person, who you are to the world around you. And if the negatives are coming in, again, take that deep breath in. Be joyful, be happy, because you're an amazing soul. And you need to let go of whatever this anxiety is, because it's huge. I just feel like it's like kind of going into crevices and spots and kind of making it dark and spooky and scary. And it's like, no, just breathe. You've got this, whatever this is. I don't know what's going on, but the mantis is a very powerful insect creature. They're great for the earth. They're great for gardens. And no insult to the guys here tonight, but the female mantis is taken care of by her whole colony of males. And when she's done with them, she kills them and eats them. You have power that you need to use inside of you. Power to be a good person, which you are, but to shine even brighter. But you need to take care of yourself and just breathe in, hold it, and then release it. And if it's still not quite there, do it 7 times. 7 is a sacred number. Above, or north, south, east, west, above, below, and within. 7 directions. Take that breath, and you'll know exactly what it is that you need to do. Be a boss. You're a boss anyway. There you go, and that's your card. Thanks, Brush, for coming on today. Let's see. We'll go down a little bit lower here. What's this here? Oh. Oh, yeah. Newts are cool. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, well, you know, snakes can do that. It's all the great circle of life. Oh yeah, I'm getting, yeah, sure, I'll give you a card. Yeah, I still am going through health issues, but it's all bone issues, because if you were here in February, this past February, I had fallen and busted my femur. And then the past 2 years before that, I had spine surgeries. I had COVID. I had a lot of stuff going on. Today, I'm good. Today, I feel good. So every day counts. And thank you for remembering that. All right, let's see what I can get for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, yours is about foundations today. Foundations, and your card is the beaver. Okay, beaver brings in a lot about family too, and it doesn't mean necessarily blood family. It can mean the family, the people that you consider your friends, your family, all together. Okay, because blood does not always make family. Family a lot of times is the people we choose. And I'm seeing the foundation. You've got this rock solid foundation, and now you're building, and it's almost like you're building. Like you've had the foundation, you've built it up, now you're building out. So you're kind of, what's the word they're giving me? They're giving me like a new wing on a home, right? Or a building. You're putting a new wing in. So you're adding to what you already have, the foundation that you have. And it's really strong. So whatever this is that you're doing, have a lot of faith in it, because you are making the right choices towards it. And they keep showing me the beaver in their den, and the foundation is super strong. So that's been something that, by you doing things in your world around you that are good, that help other people, it can be anything. It can be simply smiling at people, or wishing them a good day, or asking them doesn't matter. Whatever you've been doing has made your den really super strong. And I'm seeing that there's a couple avenues you want to take, but I'm feeling that it's like going off to the side, and it's kind of a new chapter, something new coming in for you, something that perhaps you weren't even expecting, but it's there, and you're like, wow, this is sort of cool. Maybe I'll do this. So whatever it is, you're blessed. And if it comes into you that way, accept it if you feel good about it, because there's a lot to learn down that path. But your foundation is so strong. The energy from you is so strong, but it's very positive. So that's what I got for you today, and it's the beaver. Great foundation. You know, sometimes people don't realize that when we're in our everyday life, sometimes life goes sideways, right? And we kind of like are wanting to focus on going forward, but sometimes going sideways brings in some really cool things that can happen, and really cool things that are new and just kind of add to your life. So don't ever shut those out, because that's how we learn, and we live by experience. We live through good, bad, and indifferent. We learn our lessons through all of them, you know, and sometimes you'll go through bad, but bad teaches us how good is, right? So thank you for so much being here, and I hope that resonates for you. And I'm not going to, just so you know, I'm not going to butcher your name. I don't know how to say it. Ponio? Ponoi? I'm sorry. You can phonetically spell it out so I know next time. And thanks again for coming in. All right. All right, Presh, I got you I got Sue. Thank you, Emily. Yeah, I'll give you a card. I have time. I'm not really in a hurry to go anywhere right now. So yeah, let's see. Oh, and the kids, you know, there's stickers that you guys send them or stars or whatever the heck it is. They'll take care of those on the board, whatever they're doing. I'm not sure what they're up to this week. So, yeah, thank you for sending them in. It's much appreciated for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you got it. Sweetgrass. Okay, sacred sweetgrass. I don't know if you guys can find this over by where you are. I love to send it out, but it won't go out of country because it's from here, so they don't like plant-based things going anywhere. But what sacred sweetgrass is, it's used for ceremony, rituals, and blessings. And this is like, they're specifically telling me that to count each blessing, like there's new things coming in for you and your family. This is a little bit larger. That are going to be blessings. Some of it's going to be a surprise, but it's a good surprise. Okay, and then they're saying, okay, so the good things that you've done in your life recently, the blessings that you've helped other people with, you've kind of helped them to fulfill stuff that they needed assistance with. This is all like they're piling all these sacred sweetgrass braids on top of you, which is a blessing. So Spirit and the ancestors are really thankful for everything you've done. And this is going to be, and yeah, I hear you. They're saying, yeah. And remember, tonight's the sturgeon full moon. That's all about harvesting. It's all about gathering our rewards, gathering our harvest, gathering things so that we can continue forward with knowing how blessed we really are. There's some things also I'm hearing that you're a little concerned about, and I'm told to tell you it'll be okay. Just remember all the things that you've done for others. And then again, they're showing me whatever this is going to be a good surprise or a blessing. Okay. So and again, some of you guys that are coming on, it's like not only anxiety, it's like everything's tight. I mean, I hold a lot of this has been part of my problem for years. I hold stress in my spine, and that's kind of what helped, along with other things, obviously, to screw my back up. So I'm being shown that there's some like stuff you're hanging on to or you're very stressed about and you're taking it out on your body. You need to breathe. Okay, people, when you get stressed, we can cause illness in our own bodies. I'm a testament to that. So you need to release the stress, release the things that you're not feeling great about. Just put it out there and let it go. And, some people say, let it go and let God. Okay, if you don't believe in that, let it go and give it to the universe, but let it go, because what it's doing, it's making, I just feel a lot of anxiety right now with you. So remember all the blessings that are coming in. And again, I keep getting, there's going to be a big surprise for you and the people that are around you, but it's a good one. So hang on to that and know you're blessed and know you're thought well of by our family and friends in spirit, and of course the divine. All right, so thanks, Em, for coming in, and I appreciate you. Whew, all righty here. Let me see here. Yeah, see? Don't do that to me, Presh. Don't do that to me. You gave me all that anxiety. Don't. At least I know I was tapping into it. All righty. We'll go down a little farther. Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, he comes through. I love Buddha. I don't know how many of you people out there, I love Buddha. And the only way that Buddha always comes through to me is he's happy and he's laughing. And he's like always has told me in life, one of the biggest things he's always told me was, just be happy. You'll get through this. You'll be okay. You'll get through this. It will be okay. Just be happy. Let that stress go. So I love Buddha. food. And he's always laughing when he finds me. I don't know if that's good or bad. All right, so moving on a little farther here. Oh, wow, that's cool. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, see, that's really cool. Okay. All righty, guys. Well, that's going to be it for today. I thank all of you who stopped in today, and I'll be back tomorrow with Holly Jenkins and Spiritually Paranormal. Same place, same time. Talk to you later. And if you don't come back, have a great week, guys, and we'll see you next week. All right. Love you all.